Hey son, one more of our rifles you need to know how to take care of, and that's our evil black rifle, the AK47. This is the Romanian GP1975. This is a little bit better version of the Wasp R, however you pronounce those other ones. It's just basically assembled a little bit tighter. The sights line up on this rifle perfectly. When I got this rifle, I didn't even have to adjust it. It was hitting zero. This rifle is capable of shooting 2-inch groups with standard ball ammo. This thing is that so surprised me right here about this rifle. But this is your basic function of it right here. This is your safety, your bolt. You've shot it before. To disassemble this rifle, you need to check your action, make sure it's empty. It needs to be cocked, and then put it on the fire position. The reason is your bolt carrier, you can't bring your bolt carrier all the way back if it's on safe. But this is basically the end of your operating rod spring. You push it forward, and then you just sort of twist this and lift it straight off. Take your upper cover, your receiver cover off. This one has the little buffer cushion in it right here, just makes it a little softer. To take your operating bolt carrier assembly out, you must take your operating return spring out. You basically just grab it and push it forward and then lift it up and slide it out. To take your bolt assembly out, slide it all the way to the rear, give it a little twist, and then pull it out. Most of the time you don't have to go any further than this, but sometimes you want to get up in here and clean your gas piston tube. And there's a lever right here on the front sight base. You just basically tilt it where it's sticking up straight like a mailbox flag right there. Then you can just tilt this out of place right there, out of its spot. You might have to pry it out a little bit. But if you ever needed to take this off, if you wanted to change them off, I always wondered how to do it, but basically you just twist it off. It just spins around and you put it back on the same way. So once you get it clean, it doesn't take a lot of cleaning with that right there. These guns are designed to operate in dirt, mud, and everything else. Everything's got pretty loose tolerances. To put it back together, you sort of hinge it back onto the gas tube, and then once you snap it in place, just lock it back down. You're good to go there. You can clean it from the rear, but you're not going to use a rod because it just won't line up. Or you can clean it from the front. This sort of hinders you a little bit from cleaning it from the front right there. Bore snake on the AKs are fine to use right there. I have one to use on this one. So to go back together with this rifle, you basically take your bolt carrier assembly. Well, let me tell you, you actually can take your bolt assembly out by sending your bolt all the way to the back and rotating it out, rotating it 180 degrees, and then you can pick it up. You go back in the same way with that part sticking up, and then you rotate it in the spot and then slide it forward. And that's how it needs to go back into the rifle, with the bolt forward. And what you do, you just slide it back in the tube. There's some grooves right here that it pops down in. Like I said, this rifle right here is pretty tight on mine. And let me get it down into the spot. Once it goes in the groove, you just slide your bolt carrier forward into place. You take your op rod, slide in there. I'm going to put my little buffer down in that little area first, and I'm going to push this forward, set it into that little groove right there, and let go of it. And then you come back with your receiver cover, push it in that little tight groove right there, and just push down and rock it until this pops out the back. Cycle your action, make sure everything is working right. You're good to go. And that's all you have to do on an AK. Probably just hose it down and throw it in the dishwasher is about all you got to do. But this is a pretty nice one. I really like it. This one's got I put the adjustable buttstock on this one, like an M4. Shoots really good. All right, son. Talk to you later.